Hello, welcome everybody. My name is Shubham Agarwal. I am from Entigrity, the Learning and Development team. And here we have today Miss Rachana Khare. Uh, she's a chartered accountant and she has been in this field for the past almost 2 decades now. She has a lot of feathers in her cap, and we would like to welcome you on this show, ma'am. And a hearty welcome to you, Rachana. Let us know more about you. I mean, all the journey that you have come across. So we'd like to know it from you, that how have you reached where you are at this point of time in life? So please, we want to know more about you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Shubham. Thank you for this invite, and I love being here with you. So, for all the audience who are watching this show from Integrity, hearty welcome to all of you as well, those of you who have joined us here. And about me, Shubham, I think many of you are already aware. Maybe those of you who are watching also maybe engaged somewhere, and we may be associated with several platforms. As you rightly said, I am a chartered accountant by profession, but I don't think I want to confine myself to that. Yes, I I am an army wife. I'm a mother of two, and I'm an educator by choice and passion. I love to teach. So there are a lot of things that I've always tried to do, and to quench my interest, to pursue whatever I like. I've never hesitated in experimenting or taking risks. So that is how you see. Okay, there are a lot of things that you do, ma'am. So that is where I come from. I became a chartered accountant early by God's grace. I cleared all my exams timely. So I was a C. I was 21 and a half, and career also kick-started well. And I got through my campus placements. Then the progress was fantastic. I did get a chance to work with a lot of organizations that include big four organizations and multinational companies, a few Indian big names as well. But then came a turning point where I married my husband as an army officer, as a serving army officer in the Indian Army's infantry. So that was the turning point. Why I emphasize on infantry is because our postings, the way we stay, is very different from the other sections of the forces. So you can compare it to the other units and how other formations stay, maybe Air Force and Navy. So we get posted to remote areas and unusual places. Some of those may not even figure on the map of India if you see the political map. So places like, Lalgarh Chatta, places like Tibri Cant,
Oh, wow.
other few more. So yeah, maybe you would have not even heard of these places. So this movement and packing and unpacking, this all became part of life.
What a vast experience you must have garnered, right? In addition to the financial field, I mean, the joys, the pros and cons of being an army wife, in addition to, managing such a flourishing career, it's really, I mean, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. But yes, when you see it from outside, or when we see it from outside, for anyone for that matter, and you call it flourishing, and you say, ma'am, oh, you're doing exceptionally well. There is a lot that has gone in the background. There's a lot that has happened. There was a lot of struggle, and I've come a long way. So I would want to tell this to all of you, whoever is watching, that if you are going through a tough time, if you think that things are not materializing for you, so this is just a passing phase. And all of us have unique journeys. And so I have had mine. And after this dropping Big Four career, when I decided to stay with my husband, that was a trigger point. That was the turning point in my life when I got a chance to explore my interests and also to pursue what I really wanted to do. I found calling, basically, that okay, I could do something for all these children, CA students, and people who want to learn finance, who have no idea as to what chartered accountancy career is, who a chartered accountant is. So in multiple ways, I have worked with a lot of government formations as well, offered them basic trainings related to finance, investments, tax planning, return filing. So all of these, and many of us are not aware that there is a major section of our society who still needs this help. So a lot of students I met on the way, and I realized that the major chunk where chartered accountants are lagging, many of us we are technically sound. We are experts in our domains. We have vast knowledge of finance, numbers. You say it and we have it because we have such variety of subjects in our curriculum. But when it comes to expressing our knowledge, that is where the comparison starts, with management graduates, with other domains, with other certifications that are not now available in the market. So that is when I started coaching and training professionals and students at almost all levels, because there it was like these were small places, townships and small cities with say 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 population. So whoever I got around me, I started holding them and training them. Okay, this is what you can learn. This is how you can do things. So that is how it started. Started with 3-4 students, getting together and reaching out to me. And we have something called vocational training centers, which are organized by the army camps for their families, for troops and their children. So there is when I started as a coach, as somebody who can help people grow. So then since then, there was no looking back, and I've come a long way. It's been almost 18 years now practicing these things, and we have grown in subtle, significant and different ways.
That's really motivating. And I mean, it's so inspiring to know that doing something so selflessly and obviously without expecting anything in return, you are doing it because that's your calling. And I just like to share that I became a chartered accountant when I was 21 and a half myself. Okay. And like being as a woman, and also apart from just being sticking to the technical sector, even I am part of the learning and development team here at Entigrity. So like at our company at Entigrity, we have a very dedicated team of learning and development where we focus on the development of the employees of the company. I mean, it's like, be it communication skills, soft skills, training skills, because communication, expressing your point, and, engaging in conversation, those are the main focus where we sometimes lag. As you correctly mentioned, that we are technically very sound.
Yeah.
But being in the service industry.
Course curriculum, Shubham, you are a CA yourself. Our course curriculum, the design, the framework is unparalleled. But when it comes to really expressing, making negotiations, etc., that is where I've seen a lot of hesitation. I've seen chartered accountants not able to make eye contact when they talk, or when they want to express something, when they want to negotiate. So that is one part which we all need to emphasize and focus upon. Perhaps that is one future trend that I see for CAs, and a strong one. Otherwise, accounting profession is undergoing a transformation now, and the future looks very different now with automation in picture, with big data, with analytics. There is a lot in picture, and I think it's so much happening actually around. So yes, it's wonderful to see you all do so well, and you are a CA yourself. You are taking care of learning and development part. So I think CA is not just a certification; it is a qualification that actually, जिसको हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं ना, जो आपके दिमाग के तार हिला देता है, and it opens, it offers you a plethora of opportunities, and it opens a gateway for you. Now, sky is the limit.
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
do whatever you want, and sky is the limit. In fact, risk taking and experimenting somewhere becomes a norm and becomes a part of life, that हम ये भी कर सकते हैं, हम ये भी कर सकते हैं, ये भी कर सकते हैं. Don't restrict yourselves, is my advice to all the young CAs.
Especially, that's great advice, and especially with the growing market opportunities for CAs and the related fields, like global opportunities, I might say. So with the trends, like with these like Entigrity being a KPO, so we have been mainly catering to clients in the US, UK, Canada, where communication, soft skills are a must. So what do you have to say for CAs, or maybe students pursuing CAs, the opportunities in the global sector? I mean, how are they faring up?
See, Shubham and everybody, more of the transactional work in future will be automated. We all are aware of this, and we are looking at the trends. All of us are observing the trends, right? As students, I would rather say that students know this more. Students know this better than us, right? I'm a partner director in a firm, and most of the work is rather done by articles. It's not CAs who engage themselves. It's the staff and the articles who engage in day-to-day operational work. So आपका जो भी हम जब बात करते हैं ना automation की, when it comes to automation and the design of the businesses, now there is altogether a different scope for chartered accountants that is open, and that is wide open actually. Accountants are now increasingly, they will be seen as leaders and they would be seen as the decision makers for any business, because that is something that cannot be automated, that cannot be dealt by robotics, or that cannot be, artificial intelligence पे अभी हम अगर decision making की भी बात करते हैं, still that accountant role is definitely now advanced and the scope is also widened. So for accountants, for anybody who's related to accountancy profession, your leadership abilities, your how personable are you, your soft skills, your emotional intelligence, your empathy, all these skills, when we pair them with enough training programs, certifications, and all of your, I would say, the technology idea of being technology savvy, all these things clubbed together will definitely make you a great package for any offshore assignment, anything that may come your way. So this is my advice. If you are now part of the profession, if you have registered yourself as a student, start focusing on these areas now.
That is, I mean, an exceptional advice for all of you who are actually viewing into this session. That, I mean, in spite of being technically sound, but sometimes we lack or sometimes we neglect the other important aspects, mainly the communication and how you can engage with the other person, which are of becoming paramount importance. Because, with the advent of AI, I mean, all the technical aspects are being taken care of it. But what sets you apart from it, like many people are worried that, what if my job is taken down? But no, what sets you apart from is, as you correctly mentioned, your emotional intelligence and the way you perceive and how you are going to engage in those skills. So I completely agree with you on that part. And if for the budding students, if you take it up this, this training modules, or take the help of such things from now itself, it's going to take you a lot further in your career and even in your personal life for that matter.
Absolutely, absolutely. You feel more confident. You engage, say, simply we connected over LinkedIn, right? And then we are here today together. So all these things are going to offer you a competitive advantage. Basically, you would be ahead, far ahead. So you can engage with people, you can interact with people, you can connect with like-minded professionals, and that is how we grow. Interaction is the key to gaining more knowledge, more ideas, opportunities. So we all have to start somewhere. So rather, I would suggest leave the hesitation. Many people, many students I've seen, they hesitate, and the fear of committing mistakes is rather paramount. That, okay, what if I make a mistake? What if I would be judged by others? So it's okay. Making mistake is fine. Not trying is not fine. So if you make a mistake, that means you are learning. So give yourself an opportunity, take that chance, look at experimenting, take that risk, and who knows, it may be really rewarding for you. It may be a rewarding experience.
That's exactly the thing we at our team at Entigrity convey to our employees as well. Sometimes if English is not our primary language, we hesitate to, talk to the clients in the US, UK. But then if you will not think of upscaling yourself, you'll never reach that level. You have to have the dedication that, yes, I am capable of learning, I am capable of doing this and achieving this. And the sky is the limit. As you said, I mean, there is no looking back.
Communication is not a skill. I would say it is not a business skill, it is a life skill. Communication is a life skill. We cannot do without communication at any level. It's a continuous thing. Whether you want or not, you have to communicate. So now when you say that many students, they hesitate, say 99% of us in India, we do not use English as our first language. So hesitation is normal. Hesitation is absolutely normal. If you have a great command over your mother tongue, learning language is learning, like developing a skill. Learning any language is a matter of precisely 3 months. If you practice 1 hour every day, that is it. So it's not at all difficult to develop your spoken abilities, your written abilities. All you have to do is you have to spend 1 hour every day, surround yourself with language, practice it every day, apply it every day, start interacting. If you will never start, then there is no reason why others should come back to you and they should rather motivate you, encourage you, and they should talk to you in English. start using a language if you want to develop and have a great command over that language. It'd be any language.
Again, one piece of great advice for people who actually, are worried about this whole aspect. Thank you, Rachana. We'll just like to quickly jump on to one more important point that, for a CA dropout, pursuing courses like CPA or EA or CMA, how beneficial is that, or what of a CA who has dropped out of appearing for the finals? What's next for them? I'm asking this why, because at Entigrity, we do offer scholarships for the CA dropouts. I am proud to say actually that Entigrity is made up of more than 1,000 CA dropouts. And for their upscaling, we offer scholarship for CPA and EA. So in addition to that, what do you think about it, or what else can they do after dropping out the course of CA? What's next for them?
Sure. In fact, this is one section which is often ignored and not talked about. And I'm glad you picked it up, Shubham. This is one segment which is a major section, which is like it majorly constitutes, it is a big part of the entire fraternity, dropouts. And now even Institute has come up with a better word. I think there is a now better phrase for it. We're calling them business accounting associates and not dropouts. With the kind of knowledge, in the new change scheme of education, which is offered by ICI, and now I think it is still under review and will be approved soon. So they've changed. All these dropouts, or all those who have not, I would not use the word dropout again. In fact, all those students who are unable to clear their final exams, and if they've cleared all their trainings and they've completed the other self-elective modules and self-learning, self-paced modules, etc., they would be called business accounting associates. So that's one way that Institute is also justifying their existence, and I quite liked it. And as you said, now we all have to, life goes on, life doesn't stop. And just to let you know, I'm sure you are active on LinkedIn, you would have seen it. A lot of such professionals are doing exceptionally well. A lot in my knowledge. So I can suggest one thing: whenever you get a chance, in case you feel like, I have a lot of questions on this one aspect as well. Ma'am, can we write the exams after a few years if we feel like, we are more prepared and now I have better industry experience and maybe I can take 3 months off and write my exams? Please go ahead, do that, because nothing else in the world will give you that joy which clearing CA exams may give. But then at the same time, you have to secure a position, status, financials are also an important thing, family. There are a number of things that we all are struggling with on a day-to-day basis, right? To secure that, I think, you should practically decide where is your interest. What do you want to pursue? And exactly in which area would you want to gain more expertise? And then all the certifications that you have listed, they come in the picture. Many such students, they aspire to perhaps build a career outside India. So maybe all these certifications can help. Nevertheless, I do want to mention a lot of my friends who are chartered accountants, they have not pursued any other course from any other part of the world, are still doing very well outside. Not in India, but outside also. So there is a lot of acceptance. Globally, we are regarded. Chartered accountants are recognized globally, and we do have numerous opportunities. But for those, unfortunately, who have not made it to becoming a chartered accountant, could not clear the final exams, being techno-savvy can really help you. Because when it comes to offshore engagements or all these certifications also, somewhere you have to establish yourself as somebody who can render the services, right? Who can function as a professional. So there is where you have to prove yourself. And then all these certifications can definitely help. And the other things can be shown as pursuing on your resume. So I'm sure if there is some platform that is providing some kind of scholarship, some kind of guidance, that must be that must be considered by all those who have unfortunately missed clearing their exams, or maybe they are just they want a break. Or sometimes CA exams, but CA exams, this is a reality. Sometimes it just may not work out. There is no reason. Nobody can claim that you have not worked hard enough. There are a lot of factors and there are a lot of things that go into it. So taking a break is absolutely normal. But even then, life has to go on. We all have to stand apart. Competition is again a reality. So I recommend that you must consider the other certifications also, depending on your interest. Try to choose something where you think you can build a career and something that you enjoy doing. That may be really helpful.
As you correctly mentioned, the difference between a CA and a chartered business associate that you mentioned is just the title, right? They have the same kind of knowledge, they have the same experience, skill set, everything. It's just that clearing that final hurdle is what's setting them apart. And that in no way it diminishes their credibility to perform any, less than what a CA would have. So as you said that choose your area of expertise, choose what interests you, and then again, I mean, you can excel. Even at our Integrity, I'll tell you at company, many managers are non-CAs, okay? So they started at the base level and with their hard work, they've progressed on to the manager level. So, I mean, that's inspiring, right? I mean, with just your work, the designation, the title, it doesn't matter. You have to prove yourself through your work and then everything is achievable. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh, See, skills are your strengths, not necessarily titles have that kind of weight. And now, when we see these fancy titles, it's really the competence that matters ultimately. So, rather than being too much concerned about what is happening with me or I'm not able to clear certain exams, sometimes you have to regain your focus on something that primarily you are good at. And when you explore the good side of you, there is a higher probability, there is a higher chance that you may do exceedingly well, and you may take a leap much ahead of others. So try to regain your focus, because many a times, that is failure is like a setback. It takes away all your ability to think and to maybe work on yourselves, maybe to again focus on the areas of improvements that you on new opportunities also, sometimes that maybe just knocking your doors and that maybe just standing with open arms around you. So try to come out of that and try to look at the opportunities that are available, try to explore your interests and also your risk taking ability. That is most important, and it works out sooner or later. These phases are only the transient phases. All Everything is ephemeral, even the joy is ephemeral. So it will settle for sure.
And what is life without its highs and lows, right? I mean, that's just how life flows. Okay, so Rachana, will again just yes.
Yeah. Yes. No, you
Rachana, will again just jump back to you. Like you have been recognized as one of the 51 most successful women entrepreneurs of India. I mean, what was that all about? Please.
Shubham, when we started this conversation, you said doing something selflessly will always have a reward, would have something associated with it. So when I started, I really did not have any expectations. My reward was my satisfaction only. That okay, if I have taught something nice, if I have 5 people who are saying thank you to me, who are grateful to me, I am quenched. I'm good with it. So that is how it started. Even I just love to tell this that prior to Unacademy, I had never commercialized what I taught to students. I took several sessions. My doors were always open in whichever station we were put up. This is, I think, my 12th or 13th station in past 17 years with my husband. We have had postings in, say, tenure like 6 months to 2 years. So we have moved every 6 months to 2 years almost. Fifth standard till about graduation, post-graduation, CA level, any level, foundation, inter, final, CS students, they all could just walk in and they could gain some guidance. I had to just spread it with a word of mouth. Bhai, ek madam aaye hain, so aapke madam jo hai wo CA. So you all can just walk in and you have any doubts you can ask. So that is also a big thing in some areas where there is no guidance, no mentoring, nothing available. Internet is a new thing for people around, and technology is something people do not know how to use. It's a big thing, somebody guiding them and not charging them anything. That is how it started, and that then converted to several student initiatives. I used to visit NGOs, I used to offer training programs, and then that expanded. I was blessed that my husband, my friends, my partners, they were all extremely supportive. I have 2 children, and children have immensely, they've cooperated with me. Otherwise, it was very difficult initially. I've had my share of setbacks. So much of all these transfers, packing, unpacking, mess, and 2 young children. My work, I was always hungry. I'm a voracious reader, so all this suffered. Some way I thought, I don't know if I'll be ever able to regain my confidence, and I'll be able to pursue all this again. I'll be able to practice full-fledged, or I'll be back to work ever. So that was the state. But still, you have to prioritize. And I have learned this the hard way. Prioritizing is the key. You have to take one thing at a time. So that was the phase. My children were important for me. My husband, my family was important for me. So I prioritized everything. And I used to find out time to pursue my passion. In that setup itself, I used to ask my husband every day, kahin kuch karna hai kya? So when children are going to elementary schools or their pre-nursery, etc., is there anything I can do? Abhi tax season aa raha hai, kya main wo kar दूं क्या? एक tax वाला camp हम कर दें? So this is how I proceeded with things. So yes, in 2020, everything was regarded, recognized, and at several platforms, I got a lot of love and a lot of recognition. This was one of those, especially for student initiatives, is how I was picked up and nominated by PBW as one of the most successful women entrepreneurs of India.
That is seriously so inspiring to know कि बोलते हैं ना आप लाइफ में जब आप सेटबैक्स आप हासिल करते हो यू बाउंस बैक स्ट्रॉन्गर. तो आपने अपने लाइफ में इतना कुछ देखा एंड दैट इज समहाउ मेड यू हु यू आर टुडे. आई मीन हाँ, आपने इतने जगह यू लिव्ड थ्रू सो मेनी होम्स, इतने घर बसाए अलग अलग जगह में. दैट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ करेज टू पैक एवरीथिंग एंड अगेन टू सेट अप योर हाउस at another place with 2 children, with a full flourishing career, and with this mindset कि मुझे कुछ दूसरे के लिए भी भला करना है. So again, I mean,
it becomes a part of life, Shubham, and hats off to all army wives, because now I know what it takes to be one. So, and for all others who ask me कि मैम कैसे manage करना है, see, manage करने के लिए all you need is some courage, some dedication, some prioritizing abilities. That is all. You never know how strong you are until you are exposed to it. So वही है ना, चाय का जो रंग होता है वो boiling water में ही आता है, ऐसे नहीं आता. So sometimes when you are exposed to a hardship, know this, that you will come out stronger. Anything that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So life is not easy. Everything is a passing phase. We all have ups and downs, but be committed and be truthful. Genuine होना अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी क्वालिटी है. आजकल you find everything, but you don't find genuine people and genuine qualities. So be good to yourself, be truthful, be genuine, and take life as it comes. Struggles are part of life.
definitely. Okay. I mean, you have already shared some of your great mind, I mean, with the viewers, but one last piece of advice for them, that would truly cherish. We'll do that, please.
So viewers could be CS students, they could be other professionals, they could be anybody from your team Entigrity, or maybe Integrity's audience as well. Guys and girls, last words from my side are, whatever may be ambition of your life, whatever you're doing, you're a student, you're a professional, be genuine, be genuinely committed, and care for others as well. Just look up to people who are doing well. And you have a lot of things you can gain from your surroundings itself. You don't have to actually, find motivation outside. These days, it's a trend to find motivation outside. People keep watching those videos and all, and then you are lured completely or taken away by that momentous motivation, and next moment you are back to feeling depressed. अगर ये वाली कंडीशन है, आपको मोटिवेशन ना हमेशा अपने अंदर ही मिलेगा, कहीं भी बाहर नहीं मिलता है मोटिवेशन. So try to look for it inside you, and always try to find the best thing in a person. कोई कैसा भी हो, उसमें कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा जरूर होता है जो आप learn कर सकते हो. That is what I have practiced all my life. And trust me, I was never disappointed. कोई कैसा भी experience आपको दे, अच्छा दे या बुरा दे, उससे आप कुछ ना कुछ जरूर सीखते हो. And that helps you. That helps you greatly. So I wish you all good luck, and you all have a great life, great career ahead. Shubham, kudos to you and Keyur and your team. that you are organizing these conversations and these talk shows. So at least all the good things from lives of those who have a little bit to share and tell is reaching out to the audience who cares. So this is from my side.
Thank you, Rachana, so much for being a part of our show, taking out time from your busy schedule. I mean, and sharing some of the most beautiful wisdom that you can with everybody. We truly appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And for all of you watching, if you have any comments, any questions to ask, do drop in a comment. And please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And have a good day, you all of you. Thank you. Thanks, Rachana.
Thank you. Yep. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah.